Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Natta with you on a good 11-race Saturday card. We are back on the turf, thankfully. We've got the Hollywood Beach for the 2-year-olds as well, and we've got a rainbow, 100,000 in the estimated jackpot, and race number 6. You know what else we have? Pete Aiello, and he's upstairs with the course and your weather conditions.
Racing at Gulfstream. Good start for Secret Power, who heads off for the early advantage. Here's Big Bob moving up the challenge. Distinguished Gent is in the middle. Distinguished Gent and Big Bob kick on. Away third, Secret Power. Fourth to the first turn is Lily's Back. Race favorite Animated comes away third last. Second last, Starship Magellan. The early trailer is Jimbo Bailey. In the run around the first turn with the red advantage and the lead, Distinguished Gent leads by half a length. Big Bob keeps the heat on while racing in second. A headstrong third is Secret Power. In the two-path fourth is the filly Lily's Back, working ahead of the team of Starship Magellan and Animated, and Jimbo Bailey at the back. Swift opening quarter, 23-2, less than 6 furlongs to race. With the advantage, it's now Big Bob tugging hard to take the advantage from Distinguished Gent, who's back to second. Lily's Back is on the bridle while racing in third. Secret Power's been ready to roll from the word go, fourth at the inside. Animated is fifth and already encouraged to keep up. Outside it's Starship Magellan, and the trailer is Jimbo Bailey. They went to half in 47-4, and they swing now to the far turn, 3/8 of a mile away. With the advantage, Big Bob taken on again by Distinguished Gent. Lily's Back is 3 wide. Fourth at the inside is Secret Power. Animated held up in traffic, but working hard to stay with them. Outside it's Starship Magellan as they race for home. It's now Distinguished Gent who comes away with the lead. Animated's locked in here. Lily's Back looks for a way out. She's out now. The Animated's still not out. Starship Magellan is next. Secret Power hemmed in traffic. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. From the outside, Starship Magellan rallies forward to take the lead. It's Starship Magellan close to home. Animated finally shakes free, but is out of time. Starship Magellan springs the upset. Second was Animated. Third was Lily's Back. 4 clear of Big Bob in 142-2. Fire! Off and running. Mira's Wish, slow to break. Quick to break was Bella's Breeze, first into stride and reaching out for the early advantage from Money Rules, who's toward the rail. Out the center, Game It won't be far away. Far outside, it's Serenity Path. Grand Threat is from between horses. Mira's Wish rushing forward toward the rail. Then back to Turkish Flame and Catch the Check with Grenache. The trailer is Atomic Flea. To the far turn they go. Class dropping Bella's Breeze, clear now by 3.5. From second, it's Game It, passing Money Rules. Getting started on the outside is Serenity Path. Back from behind the speed, Grand Threat. With only 7 lengths to race, Mira's Wish has traffic issues. Passed now by Cash the Check as they run to the top of the stretch. They're inside a quarter of a mile from home, and Bella's Breeze is still the leader. From between horses, Game It, a 16-1 upset possibility, charging to challenge. Third is Serenity Path. They straighten for the drive. With the advantage now, Game It overhauls the early leader, Bella's Breeze, who's all in. Down the center, Serenity Path with Cash the Check coming on. It's Serenity Path trying to get Game It. Game It is just in front. Serenity Path out of time. Game It upsets it at a 16-1 price.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. excellent start for Tricky Tiger, headed off for the early lead. Jaramillo is after Grand Joker for some early speed. Grand Joker provides some early speed and is up to challenge for control. Insanity, it seems, is on the outside with Tricky Tiger away well now third. Up on the inside, it's Catalina Cree in front of Blazing Tyreek, and Prince David is last. To the far turn they go. Grand Joker used hard in front by a neck. On the outside, Insanity, it seems, is second. They've gone 4 ahead of Tricky Tiger, who's back third. Fourth at the inside is Catalina Cree, 2 back to Blazing Tyreek, and Prince David has pace ahead of him and starts to get a rally together far outside. They're less than a quarter of a mile from home. Does Grand Joker have anything in reserve? He's going to have to hold off Prince David, who's charging hard down the center. In between horses, Tricky Tiger's coming alive, and out the rail, Catalina Cree. Jaramillo trying to get one more furlong from Grand Joker. Here's the run from Prince David down the stand side. Grand Joker, Prince David lunging at him. Here comes Prince David on the outside! And they're off. Good start for Miyamata, who heads off for the early lead. Speed from Terramendous moving up and moving out the rail. Here's Hot Diva. Hot Diva's aggressively handled in the early stages. She's up near the lead. Good trip early for Champagne Party. She settles in a joint fourth with Lucky Berry down at the inside. Followed by Brown Diamond, who got over from the outside draw to race within 7 lengths of a very quick early pace. Having problems at the back is Jen's Belief, hard to handle, and that impedes the progress of both River Blossom and Serafina C. To the backstretch they go. I hope they know they're going a mile. They went 23-1 for a rock-solid opening quarter. Hot Diva at 4-5 is being used hard. Terramendous is alongside second. Miyamata's a tripped out third with Champagne Party racing a chilly fourth. Lucky Berry is along the rail. 2 back to Brown Diamond, who's together with Cara. The others strung out way behind the top flight. Leading that pack is River Blossom in front of Serafina C, and Jen's Belief is last. They went to half in 47 seconds flat. No rest for the weary here. Up front, it's Terramendous doing battle with Hot Diva. These two locked up heads apart. Third, Miyamata. Fourth and driven, Champagne Party. Fifth at the rail, Lucky Berry. In traffic from behind the speed, Brown Diamond. Hot Diva! She's gone quick, but she's still on the bridle. 3 quarters, 1:11-2. Hot Diva ridden like the best horse, and she's 5 in front with an 1/8 to go. Miyamata second. Down the center, Champagne Party. From between horses, Brown Diamond. It's Hot Diva almost home. Acasio and Hot Diva, she's a bit she's a bit good. I don't have any words for it. Hot Diva sharp in victory. She was a little green at the 8th pole. That's what I was trying to articulate, but Acasio kept her to business, and she's a 4-5 winner. And they're off. Diamonds and Thrills with a brief bobble at the start, last of all. In the middle, Elagio gets the first call and goes looking for the early lead. Para Siempre moves up on the outside. Chilling Factor is third at the inside. Diamonds and Thrills is in the pink between horses. Stablemate Grand Sticker 3 wide. Hits Difference along the rail. And that trailing spot is China Blue. Around the first turn they go. Jose Ferrer and Chilling Factor lead now by a 1.5 lengths. Elagio on the chase from second. Jaramillo takes a rein full of Para Siempre, who races from third now. Then it's back to Hits Different, who's racing together with Diamonds and Thrills. Held up at the back, China Blue and Grand Sticker. The pace is on up front. 24 seconds for the opening quarter. Elagio doing battle with Chilling Factor. Chilling Factor leads by a length. Elagio second. They've gone further ahead of the others, and they're now 7 ahead of Para Siempre, who cuts her own trip while racing third. Hits Different is along the rail in the blue and white. On her outside is Diamonds and Thrills, then Grand Sticker and China Blue. They went to half in a testing, 47-4, and they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. It's Chilling Factor in a bid to make all. Leads by a 1.5 lengths, Elagio second. It's only 2 to Para Siempre, who gets first run on the favorites while racing in third. The favorite is fourth. That's Diamonds and Thrills. 2 back to her stablemate, Grand Sticker. Nothing much from China Blue yet through 3 quarters and 1:12-4. They reach the top of the stretch now. Things getting crowded up front. Ferrer still in front with Chilling Factor. Para Siempre tries to slide through at the rail. rail. Elagio's not finished with. Down the center, Diamonds and Thrills. Farther out, Grand Sticker. Final eighth of a mile. Para Siempre coming up the rail now. With the advantage, it's Para Siempre right back at her. Chilling Factor. Diamonds and Thrills is too late. Para Siempre's in front. Diamonds and Thrills is second. Para Siempre wins. Diamonds and Thrills was second. Chilling Factor third, and 144 and 2. They're off. Good start. Handsome Fox ridden for the early lead. Message from the King trying to get over. Risk Factor's already over. He's at the rail. Boy Oh Boy comes away in fourth, followed fifth by Genuine Gomo. The favorite just had to check. Oasis Prince is to the east side, floated out ahead of him. Then it's Son of a Slew third last. Second last is Kuwait Towers. The early trailer is Change at Jamaica. In the run around the first turn, a speed duel materializes on the top end. Risk Factor on the inside, Handsome Fox on the outside. They're locked up heads apart. 2.5 to Boy Oh Boy, who's a keen third from fourth running Message from the King. 6 lengths more to the east side, who's a neck better than Genuine Gomo. Back from there, Oasis Prince. He's covered up with a lot of pace ahead of him. On his outside is Son of a Slew, ahead of Change at Jamaica, and the trailer is Kuwait Towers. They went the opening quarter in a completely unreasonable 23-1, the half mile in an equally quick 46-2. So the closers have plenty to run into here, but Risk Factor tries to sneak away. 5/16 from home, Risk Factor now bumps the margin to 2.5. Handsome Fox second, Message from the King third, Genuine Gomo improves to take fourth. Underway while angling is the favorite Oasis Prince to his inside to the east side. From the back, Change at Jamaica. Risk Factor's gone fast, but he still has something in the tank here. He's off the turn after 3 quarters in 10-1. He's 5 in front. Genuine Gomo starts to gain ground under Raylu Gutierrez, and he's closing down the leader. Final 16th of a mile, and here's Genuine Gomo. Another upset win at Gulfstream, 19-1, going away. Risk Factor did well to hold second. He outfinished Oasis Prince, who was third. Change at Jamaica fourth.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter,
You've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
Up at the rail, that's Action Delight on the move. Splitting Horse's White Bullet is tightened up badly for Racing Room, off heels and back and joint third. Valentine is next. 3 more to Hawk, a length and a half better than If I Can Dream, who's racing together with Negril, and the trailer is Noah's Honor. To the far turn they go. Reyes, wasting no time, he sends Wooten on with the task. He's 3 furlongs from home and now 3 on top. Valentine is up to second, passing Action Delight, who retreats to be third. Fourth is White Bullet up on his outside. That's Hawk trying to rally with 7 lengths to make up. 3 clear of If I Can Dream, then Negril, and Noah's Honor is last. Wooten with clear sailing to the wire and 4 lengths to hold. He's inside a quarter of a mile from home and well clear. Valentine working harder. Hawk is next. From the back, Negril, Red Cap far outside. But everybody's going to have to do some serious running to catch Wooten. And let's be serious about it. Nobody's going to catch Wooten. Wooten is inside the final furlong on a 7-length lead. Hawk trying to hold off Negril for second. 8-5 on Wooten. He's in front. He wins by 2.5 in the end, as Hawk did do some good late work to be second. The photos for third between Valentine and Negril. They're off. excellent start for Bon Mati. She timed the start well and looks out for the early advantage. Marabina is going to have something to say about that. Slender Slipper holds down the rail, and she's marching forward. So these three almost in line. They get ahead of Miscreant, who races from fourth. They're putting Slender Slipper in very tight. That's going to push Marabina up over the heels of Bon Mati. So Bon Mati eventually clears over. Under a strong hold is Slender Slipper. Marabina's on her outside. Big grip by Vasquez on Miscreant. Fourth on the outside from Ave Phoenix, who races in fifth. And it's back to wider than a mile. At the rail, 3 dots and a dash. Together with race favorite Liska Bianca. The trailer is Mamuka. 23-4 for the opening quarter. Pretty good clip here as Bon Mati tries to settle it in mid-race. Leads by a length over Marabina second. Miscreant is on the outside. Slender Slipper a bit better to handle, fourth at the inside. Followed next by wider than a mile. Then Liska Bianca. She's on a backstretch improve. 3 dots and a dash is next. And out the back is Mamuka. They went to half in 47-4. Lively tempo. Bon Mati in a bid to make all. Leads Marabina by a length. 2 back to Miscreant now third. Slender Slipper called on. Liska Bianca. She's in the blue colors. She was 6. She's now fourth. Now third. And charging after the top 2 as they run to the top of the stretch. Mamuka is underway from last. 3/4. 112 flat. Does Bon Mati have anything in reserve? She's going to need to hold off Liska Bianca, who's charging up on the outside. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Here's Liska Bianca to take on Bon Mati an eighth of a mile out. Bon Mati fights, but Liska Bianca has powered forward. She has to hold off Mamuka, who's 40-1 and charging into second, but Liska Bianca is even money, and she's got it won. Liska Bianca in front. From last to second, Mamuka back to third was the pace setter Bon Mati, then 3 dots and a dash in 1:43-3. They're off. Racing in the Hollywood Beach. Monster and Lenny Lou, both quick to begin, but the superior speed belongs to Monster, and he's crossed over to lead now by a length and a half. Monster's sharp early. From between horses, Street Player along the rail, the Princess Bro. Lenny Lou's the gray, who's out in the middle. Followed by Squire with Timeless Victory between horses. 3 back to It's a Lock ahead of Win and Juice. And Zevi Zone is that kicked as they swing to the far turn. It's Arundel Farms Monster, 5/16 from home and a length in front. The other Leinster, here's Lenny Lou to take a crack at him from second. 3 wide. Squire strides into third alongside Timeless Victory. Trying to wind it up from the back is It's a Lock. They reach the top of the stretch. They couldn't have gone any faster. Here comes Lenny Lou after Monster with an eighth of a mile to go. Lenny Lou rouse forward to take the lead. Monster is back to second, well clear of the Princess Bro, who's running home late. They come for the wire. Lenny Lou has the lead. The Princess Bro into second. Lenny Lou is in front. The Princess Bro is second. It's very close for third and 54-4. Mile the journey, they rim the gate, and they're off. Kiki Love, slow to start, 4 lengths last. Good start for the outside running Bird Wildcat, headed off for the early advantage. Moving to him is Lunasima. Major King has a touch of speed. Holding the rail is Pat Matt, he's not far away. Spitesburg Comete makes it a party in the run out of the chute. Bird Wildcat, Spitesburg Comete, Major King, and Lunasima. They're across the course early. Racing in fourth and improving down toward the rail is Pet Matt. Blue Slide Park is on a hold with Rare Jewel the Gray right alongside him. And after a bad break, the trailer is Kiki Love. They make their way to the final 5 furlongs. Up front now, it's Major King with a narrow advantage. Spitesburg Comete racing up on the inside. And now trying to challenge his pet Matt. Lunacima, Rare Jeweler next. Blue Slide Park is following Spitesper Comete while drafting behind the speed. Bird Wildcat is bowed out, passed by Kiki Love as they swing to the far turn. They went to half in 48-1. They swing now to the far turn. Spitesper Comete has the lead by a neck. Second is at the rail, Major King, driven hard. Third, Lunacima not gaining much ground yet. Pet Matt, he's fresh with an inside possibility from fourth. Blue Slide Park has had a good interior fraction to chase, but he's about 7 lengths off the lead as they reach the top of the stretch. Pet Matt's going to try to thread the needle. Major King has the lead. Lunacima is next with Spitesper Comete far outside Blue Slide Park. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Pet Matt got through at the rail. Here comes Pet Matt charging hard to challenge now. On the outside of him, it's Major King. 4 back down the center, it's Blue Slide Park. Final 16th of a mile, Pet Matt. Major King fights back. Pet Matt, Major King. Here's the line, Pet Matt. Pet Matt for the money over Major King second, Blue Slide Park third in 137-2. And runners away. Good start for Teodoro, who heads off for the early advantage from Bert's Naughty Girl, who comes away racing in second. Taken in hand and dropping back his Spicy Princess. In very tight, Ivy My Love fighting the rating while trying to hold the inside spot. Far outside, it's Welcome Surprise ahead of Birch Run and Imperia Blue. And the favorite is last. Affirming trails the field. They chase Edgar Perez and Teodoro. Teodoro around the turn, getting a pretty easy time of it, 25 seconds for a reasonable opening quarter over the long-striding Bert's Naughty Girl, who races from second. Mischievous Scout is now third, 2.5 better than Welcome Surprise, a headstrong fourth. The gray is Spicy Princess, fifth at the rail. Red Cap about 7 lengths behind. On her outside goes Birch Run. 2 back to Affirming. She's vacated the last spot. She passed both Imperia Blue and Ivy My Love. They have just over half a mile to race in the Saturday finale that went the half mile in 49-2. Teodoro leads by half a length. Bert's Naughty Girl still on the bridle from second. Mischievous Scout third. 3 wide Birch Run fourth. Apparel Spicy Princess will have an opportunity to rally. She'll need to tip and roll. 2 back to Affirming, trying to pass Welcome Surprise. Imperia Blue is next as they reach the top of the stretch. Bert's Naughty Girl now asks some questions by Torres to try to take on Teodoro. Off the inside, tip and roll time for Spicy Princess. Loose for the drive with no excuse. 1/8 of a mile to go, and here's Spicy Princess to take on Bert's Naughty Girl with a 16th to go. Bert's Naughty Girl tries to turn back Spicy Princess. Bert's Naughty Girl just in front. Spicy Princess running out of time. Bert's Naughty Girl gets there on top.
And that's a wrap on the 11-race Saturday card. We're back for a Sunday fun day and a 10-pack here at Gulfstream Park. Where else would you rather be?